A few days before you begin Lesson 1, you'll send home Family Tool 1.1. Family tools play an important role in this unit. They are designed to engage children and families in learning more about COVID-19 and are meant to help you learn more about families' knowledges and practices so you can better support student learning. It is not important that families fill out the tool itself in paper or electronic form. While that would be nice, the most important thing is that students have a chance to talk with their families about the questions and ideas included in the Family Tools. If you'd like more information about what Family Tools are, why they are a part of this unit, and a table of contents of where they are used in the unit, an overview of Family Tools in the COVID-19 and Health Equity unit is provided in the unit materials. Lesson 1 is about drawing on our experiences with COVID-19 and using them as a starting point for the unit. We think about how our lives have changed and how we may be making different decisions because of COVID-19. We also talk about how we feel about COVID-19 and these changes. Throughout the lesson, students will be asking questions about the virus and how our lives have changed and adding them to a driving question board. Details about how to set up and use the driving question board are provided in the Lesson 1 teacher guide. You might be wondering about how you can begin this unit and get families and students talking about the changes and decisions they have been making because of COVID-19. Let's hear more about that.
I started this unit by first introducing the first family tool the day before the first day of Lesson 1. I went through each question with the students so that they would know what to expect when they brought the tool to their parents or to their siblings or family members, so they'd know the types of conversations they'd be having that afternoon or that evening. And after we had our agreements, we went through each of the questions on the family tools that students may have discussed with their families the previous day. And I made sure that students knew, if they didn't get to it, or if they didn't have time to talk with their family, or even if they just had time for one of the questions, then that was okay. So we went through the first question and the second question and the third question and one at a time with the class. And I made sure that all of my students were able to speak if they wanted to. So everyone was able to share. I didn't give a time limit. I made sure that if students wanted to share their thoughts, their experiences, the changes that they and their family were having, or their feelings that they were having, that they had the time and the space to express those things.
Right away, we started off with just that, like, this is something scary, something new to us, and what questions do we have? So I gave every child a sticky note to write down their questions and just circulated the room, listened to them talk to each other about what questions that they already had, supported them in transcribing them if necessary, and then we put them all together on the board, put similar ones together, and broke them down to a resource that we continued to come back through throughout the unit too. And I think that was a great way to, again, set the tone of, we don't know a lot about this, and as scientists, that's something that we do, is ask questions and find ways to answer them. We're going to do it together. I really thought it was important for families to also be on board or know about this unit, because I figure that their kids would have a lot of questions, a lot of thoughts to share with their families as they're coming home every day and talking about it, because it's something that's affecting them. So I told parents about it in conferences and told them why I thought it was a valuable thing to spend time on. But it also said, I understand there's things going on in your lives because or not because of COVID, and if you don't have time for one of these, then that's okay too. And I, throughout the unit, would ask, hey, like, did you look at this with your family? Some of them would say yes, some of them would say no, and it would kind of change, which was cool, because it might have also been something that families were reviewing and thought, oh, this really strikes a tone with us.